What's up, bro?
That was good with you. Can you hear me?
Mm, Yeah, yeah. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay,
I'm gonna add some people so we can get the viewers up.
okay, okay.
We can go ahead and get into it, bro. They gonna slide on here.
Bet, bet, bet.
So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How this year been going so far with your music?
So far, everything been going good. I got a project coming out next Friday on my birthday, so that's like one of the biggest things I'm pushing right now. Just trying to get that out there.
What's the name of your project?
I'm live from the coast.
And how many songs you gonna have on that project?
Probably like 18 to like 19 songs.
And is it gonna be like a mixture? Like, is it gonna be like
Yep,
it's gonna be
yep.
a mixture of
Cause
like different type of styles? It's gonna have a
what I did with this one, because I did it a little bit different, because I kind of went with my old style, and then with this new sound that I'm on. So it's like with each project I do, it's like I try to try something a little bit different, because you don't want to just do the same thing over and over, and then you get like kind of worn out by doing it. So it's like I try to give people something
right.
different. So with this one, it's just like I kind of wanted to go with more of the old me on this one.
So no, usually you do the West Coast style, like so it's
Yeah.
gonna be more of like it's gonna be the West Coast style. It's gonna be like the down maybe like you incorporate the down south style, or it's just gonna be strictly West Coast.
Uh, how can I put this? You can say, pretty much both in a way, but I kind of went with a little bit of that Detroit sound a little bit and kind of added my,
Right, right,
original style. Yeah, my original style to it. So you're gonna get like a mixture of Southern, West Coast, and that Midwest sound.
right. So you said it's dropping this month. You said it's dropping next month
Next week, next Friday.
or next Friday. Next Friday.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
what platforms would it be available
Apple, Spotify, Title, really everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere.
on? Now, do you plan on doing like any visuals from, with this
Oh
tape?
yeah,
Do you got
yeah, guys. I wanted to, to kind of go all out with this one, because with the last one, the last project I did, I really couldn't do as much like I wanted to. But with this one, I kind of want to, do more visuals to get, my face out there a little bit more, to let people know, who I
right,
am behind the music. So that's one thing, as an artist, you want to kind of put more videos out to let people know who you are behind the music, because anybody can just put
right, right,
music out, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, the videos is what matter, the most. So yeah,
right. Now speaking of the
yeah,
visuals, now you said like what I'm saying. Speaking with the visuals, like visuals are very important, as an artist,
yeah.
especially these days, because it's a lot of artists, that's doing
Hmm.
music, and the only way to really stand out and for people to really see you, gotta be, you
Right,
gotta have visuals. People gotta be able to see
right,
connect the artist with the music. So
right,
visuals are very,
right.
very important.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Um, Now coming from 2020 up until this year, um going into this year, like dealing with the COVID and dealing with with the pandemic and everything, like
Right.
from last year, like what did you face any like stumbling blocks and roadblocks with your music and coming into this year, like you know
Uh, I would
dealing with
say,
you know
yeah, yeah, because the last two projects that I dropped last year, I couldn't really do what I really wanted to do with them because like the COVID situation. So it's like I'm like,
right,
this year I gotta, what I'm saying, do more with the music and kind of do more videos. So it's like I'm looking for a lot, what I'm saying, this year because last year was like a big, how can I put it? It was like a big bad situation for everybody. So this year I kind of
right,
want this year to be better than last year. So yeah, I'm really, what I'm saying, looking
right.
forward to this year.
Now coming into this year, it's early in this year, like what's your plans for the first quarter of this year, dealing with your music, like you plan on
Um,
doing any shows, this year? Um, like what's your
really,
main goals? This year with your music,
really getting the videos out there, doing some
right,
videos, and then once I feel like I done did videos, is kind of travel, like move around a little bit, passing my music around.
right,
So yeah, I kind of want to do more videos, and then like I said, just put myself out there a bit more. So I'm looking for from here to maybe like summer, to kind of get my stuff out there a little bit more and get heard. So that's like my biggest goal from now to like towards the end of spring, early summer.
right, and of course, being in Mississippi, um, do you believe like with your sound? Do you believe like it's harder for your sound to? It's harder for you to get out there with your sound.
Uh,
Do you feel like you feel like since coming from Mississippi and coming with the the popular sound here, do you feel like your
right.
sound is it going to be harder for you to make it from here? Do you feel like you gotta completely leave here in order for you to pop, or do you feel
Uh,
like with your sound that you can stand, you know,
that's a good question right there. I would say for the most part, it's kind of hard for people to kind of adapt to my style, but at the same time, it's all about, in my opinion, I'd rather just kind of, and I hate to say it, kind of get out of Meridian and kind of, you know, go to like somewhere different where people is like used to the sound that I'm on. Cause don't get me wrong, you got people
right,
here
right,
who like the kind of style that I do, but at the same time, it's all about trying to, move around and get heard. So
right,
yeah, yeah,
right? Cause see, that's the main, that's the main thing. Like you do want to travel, you do want to, what I'm saying, to spread yourself around. You do want to, spread yourself to different, to different areas, different regions, what I'm saying, dealing with the music because, us being in Mississippi, it's not the easiest place to pop, no matter what type of
mm,
style you do, but some styles, sometimes may take off and blow up faster than others. So, but
oh yeah.
being in Mississippi, you know, we got a little bit harder than everybody else.
Cause it's just
But at
like
the same time,
I look at it,
you go ahead, bro.
for for an example, like Big Crit, how he had to leave Meridian to go
Right.
to like other cities, what I'm saying, and kind of get himself out there. So
Yeah, because down here in Mississippi, it's not like it's like a melting pot. Like we take every a lot of sounds and it's kind of like left here, and then we have to slide everywhere
mhm.
else. For people to kind of be aware of us, or take notice of us, because Mississippi is not the biggest place
Mm,
for music. Like, it's one of the birthplaces of music, but it's not the biggest place to push you
right.
as an artist, because it's not a lot of resources. So, you know, to any artist that's
Mm,
watching this, don't be afraid to branch out and move around.
right.
You got to move around. You
Right.
got to, you got to put yourself out there. And, you was talking about the visuals. The visuals, that's a big key to it. Promotion, having a budget. You got to do all those things in order for you to progress in this game, because it's really all about promotion. It's really all about marketing and getting
Oh
yourself
yeah.
out there, because it's
Oh
not
yeah.
really just about talent. It's more about the business side. Knowing your business,
Oh
knowing
yeah.
everything like that. You got to know your
C-
business in order for you to make it in this game.
Right. Cause this
Now,
one thing. This I don't mean to cut you out. This one thing. Me and my brother,
are you
we had
good?
this discussion out. We had this discussion all the time. About you know how the music game is, and you know the stuff that you have to do in order to push yourself out there a little bit more. So it's like it's
Right,
good to have somebody like my brother to kind of put me on game about stuff, even though he don't do music. But at the same time, you want to kind of know more about it than just recording 24/7. So you kind of want to know a little bit
right,
more
right.
about the business side. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, you're exactly right, bro. Because the business side gonna take you farther than just you know, like you said, recording 24/7. Because you
Hmm.
can record a lot, you can do a lot of
Right,
that, but what I'm saying, you got to
right,
business, because
exactly.
trying to make money from this, so you got to do business.
And plus, you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation because if you look at some of the artists that we like and you wonder why you don't hear from them no more because the label's not pushing them or they signing them bad deals.
You're exactly right,
Yep.
because they don't know the business, and that's one
Right.
thing that down here, that I wish that we had people that the gatekeepers down here, the big people down here. The people that kind of got a big, a big name in this game down here in Mississippi, would give game to
Right.
the younger artists, or the artists period, and let them
Hmm.
know and stuff like that, because a lot of people get screwed. Dealing with
Yep.
the business, and we might, a lot of us down here might not know the game, and we need somebody that that knows the game, that can tell us and guide us in the right direction.
Right. Because it's like and I look at a lot of stuff on YouTube. And it's just like majority of these artists, they just signing stuff just to get themselves out there or just to get some money that fast and not reading the
Right,
fine print. So it's like I said, sometimes you just gotta know what you're doing before you just up and just start doing stuff.
right. I mean, that's some real shit right there, because
Oh yeah,
you're an artist, and I know that. I'm saying, I know that you doing this to make some money. I know, because you know that you
right.
putting a lot of money behind the pushing your brand.
Hmm.
And buy
Right.
beats, and do promotion and stuff like that, and buy cover art, do videos. So I know
Hmm.
that you're trying to get a return on your investment.
Right.
So
Right. Right. And that's something I try to, like I said, me being, person I am and been doing music for so long, I'm still learning. So it's just like it's good to have somebody, like my brother for an example, and even guys that I know to kind of learn, you know what I'm saying, rather than just
right,
doing this and doing that, because then like dang, I ain't got nobody to kind of guide me through certain stuff. So and it ain't got to be just music; it can be anything, you know what I'm saying, life related. So it's good
right,
to have like somebody older than you that know the game pretty good. That way you can learn a lot from it, and it can take you
right.
in a different direction.
That's exactly right, bro.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
Niggas, the end goal for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're doing this music just for a hobby, the end goal for everybody
hmm,
is to make some money. That's
Right.
the end goal.
Cause cause it's just like I remember my first time. This was like when I was like in the fourth grade, fifth grade, and I used to just do it like just for a hobby. But at the same time, as I got older, I said, man, I'd rather invest in it and put some money in it. So yeah, make is like I said, making money and is the most important thing when it comes to music. You don't want to
Right.
just do it just like you said, just to do it. So
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And also, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of ways to make money. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
you can make money from these days, you got streaming, so you got all different type of sites you can make money from streams and then like what I'm saying, we were talking about knowing the business, what I'm saying? It's a lot of information out here that, a lot of artists may not know. And you definitely need to know like how to make money all the way around with your music, you know what I'm saying? Because
right,
you got YouTube, you got Spotify, you got iTunes, you know what I'm saying? You can get
hmm
on DistroKid, you got all these different
right,
streaming sites, all these different tools that, to help you make money from, you know what I'm saying, from your music. And you want to eat, you know what I'm saying? You want to eat all the way around. You don't want to just, you know, and another thing too that I got to stress, you need to have people behind you, what I'm saying, that really rock with you, that really support you, you know what I'm saying?
right,
And you definitely got to have people that, that's going to be honest with you and people that's not going to screw you over because in this business, you know what I'm saying, like you got to know your own shit and you got to, link up with people that know the
hmm
game too. But you got to understand it's a business. So, you know your shit. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Have your stuff together so you can make money and can't nobody screw you out of your money. You got to know the business. You got to
right,
know
right.
the business as an artist. You cannot be lazy. You got to know the business.
Oh
Can't stress
yeah.
that enough.
And one thing that I was gonna add to it, you don't want to have a lot of yes men around you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Me and my brother, we had this discussion a while back. You don't want to have a lot of yes men around you to tell you like, well, that what you do would sound good, but because I like constructive criticism, because that's what makes me better as a person. So
Right.
sometimes it may be some stuff you may not want to hear, but at the same time, if somebody's saying they don't like this and that about you, it ain't got to be music. It's to make you better. You know what I'm saying? And later on, you be
Right.
like, well, so and so was right. You know what I'm saying? Now I need to work on bettering myself. So
That's right, bro. You gotta have, people that's in your corner that, you know what I'm saying, that's not gonna lie.
hmm
And you gotta have people in your corner, like you said, the criticism is gonna tell you, hey, but that don't sound the best, or you need to fix that, or
right.
you need to change that, you need to do that, and you need to
And
have, and
some
also too, I, oh, you go ahead, bro.
and also I was gonna say, I forgot that quick. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Sometimes I can be my own worst critic. Like I can just some stuff I might do. Just like when I be at work sometimes, and it can be like certain stuff that I can mess up on. I'm like, no, you got to be better at this because you don't want to make it out of a habit. So it's just like I use that and had that same motivation. Well, that same mentality with my music, and it could be a certain
Right,
song that I can record and I can be like, no, this ain't it. Then I have to go back and fix certain stuff to make it come out better. So yeah, sometimes I can be
right,
my own, worst critic. So
right. But I mean, you have to be, so you gotta be
yeah,
hard, you know what I'm saying. You gotta be hard on yourself, so you gotta make sure that everything right, everything sound right before you put it out. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Because
right,
once you put it out, you can't really retract it. So you got to make sure that it's great, that it's, right at all times. So you got to be your own, you know what I'm saying, biggest critic. And, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, being an artist, you know what I'm saying? Being like, what's some you think is like your biggest stumbling block, with being an artist? Like, you know what I'm saying? You talking about, being your own critic. You talking about, people having people around you that's not yes men, but like what's one of the biggest things that you may wrestle with sometimes being an artist?
Oh. Uh, well, I know I said being my worst critic. I can't really think of one off top. um, think I'm gonna have to
Well,
just stick
I
with that one.
rephrase that.
Okay.
Right. Is it? It's like anything that you would as an artist that you could do better. Like anything that you feel like you should that can be what I'm saying better with your music or anything like with the way you approach the music. Like what you think dealing with your music, dealing with with your brand that could be better at the moment or something that you're working toward.
Really mixing and mastering, which I done kind of started working on that a little bit more because at first I used to didn't know how to like, make my vocals come out clear. So now I'm
Right.
starting to get better at that, you know what I'm saying? And kind of learning, like I said, learning the basics, you know what I'm saying, rather than just record all the time. So yeah, it's a
Right.
lot I'm still like learning. So that's one of them, learning how to make my vocals a little bit better and a little bit clearer.
Now is with you recording yourself, is that does that help you more, or does that you feel like maybe you should get somebody else to record you, or do you feel like with you recording yourself, you know, like what are some of the positives of you recording your own music?
Uh, Really, I don't really have like a big issue recording myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm more like when I record myself, I'm more focused. You know,
Right.
so it's like I don't really have like a big issue recording myself.
So we cover we pretty much covered you know some of the things what I'm saying that me myself and you feel like as an artist especially come from where we come from could
Right.
with the business with promotion with having people around you you know that's gonna push you and be straight with you. You know what I'm saying? Like now to to anybody, any potential fans, or anybody that's watching is like you know what what is something that what I'm saying that you can give them, like what's some type of encouragement that you can give them, or you know
Well, to all the like younger, excuse me, all the younger artists that's out there doing, music. You know, don't just stop doing what you're doing. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
push yourself as much possible because this game is wicked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you right about that.
Some It's very wicked. So to all the younger guys, man, just stay focused and stay out the way. You know, that's like my advice.
For sure. Now what I'm saying. I know that you trying to you say you trying to expand your brand. You trying to get yourself out there. Doing features and linking up with other artists is a great way to get out there. So
Yeah. Oh
if you
yeah.
try, what I'm saying. I know so I know you open for collabs. Now, how can people get in touch with you to do collabs?
Oh, like just hit me up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And I could just shoot you my email, and then we could just go from there.
Now, are you charging for features, or are you doing free features, or like
Just free features for right now. And then I'm gonna start charging later on.
and what I'm saying, like if anybody want to book you for a show, like how can they reach
My email, TreGoodman27 at gmail.com.
you? And what's your like? You got a Instagram, you got a Twitter, Facebook. I mean, you got a YouTube. You know what I'm saying? What's your social media
Um,
so people can connect with
my Instagram is official Tre Goodman. and Snapchat Tre-G for life, Twitter the real Trey, and YouTube is Trey Goodman.
So like, I mean, and also like, do you have a manager? You do your own business, or like
Do do it on my own. Do it on my own for right now. So
like I mean, we had spoke earlier in the live about like signing bad deals. Like, have you ever thought about saying if the opportunity presented itself? Have you ever thought about signing the deal? Maybe signing the deal or being picked up by a label.
I thought about it at one point, but I done got so used to being just independent with it. I'd rather just
Right.
just remain, independent.
Right. Now, do you believe? Do you feel like being independent the best way? Do you feel like it's harder being independent, or do you feel like, you know, not per se yourself, but do you feel like an artist could win being on a label, or do you feel like it's best to stay independent?
This is my thing. I mean, I ain't got no issue with signing to a label. It's just you kind of know what you want to kind of know. You kind of want to know what you're getting yourself into signing the deal.
Right, right,
But at the same time, I recommend anybody. It just pays best to stay independent because at least you get to control everything you do, with your music and
right,
whatever. So it just, if people choose to, sign to a label, I wish you the best of luck. But at the same time, it's just, I'd rather just remain independent, to stay true to yourself. So
right,
it's just one thing I look at with myself is how different I am from everybody. I would hate to be a part of a label and then I go from being me to all of a sudden start doing stuff that I ain't, that people, wouldn't expect for me to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I drop music, I always have rapped about certain stuff that I do, a little normal stuff, you know
right,
what I'm saying? But it just, when you listen to artists who talk about stuff that they never did, it just make you look like, this ain't you. So like, why is you, and I understand,
right,
sometimes you gotta kind of do certain stuff to put yourself out there. But I look at it
right,
myself is that I know what's for me and I know what's not for me. So it's all about being you. You know what I'm saying? So going
right,
back to the question you had asked, it just pays best to stay independent.
right.
Yeah.
Now I will say, what I'm saying, with the climate of the rap game right now, with everything that's going on, with the labels, you gotta know what you're doing. If you're gonna sign
Hmm.
to it, you gotta know
Yeah.
if you sign yourself up, you gotta know like that these labels are out to make money, and they're gonna make money
Yeah.
anyway they see fit. And if you don't know the ins and outs, you know what I'm saying, other shit, because
Right.
it's not just most people have the dream to be signed to be on a label, and there's nothing wrong with
Right.
that. But the labels
Mm.
have to make money. They have to recoup all the money that they put into you. You have to make them money. You know what I'm saying? You can't. They gotta make like they gonna put up money behind you. They're gonna sign you to a deal. They're gonna give you a loan pretty much. So when they give you that
Right.
loan, they gotta recoup all that money. So as an artist, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I gotta stress, as an artist, you said that it's good to be independent because you control pretty much everything yourself, and you pretty much get all the you know what I'm saying the income from what I'm saying, your music, from your merchandise, from everything. Now dealing with a
Right.
label, the label gets a cut of they get a percentage of everything that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even now they get a percentage of your show money. So if you sign to a label, they can do a 360 deal. They can get percentages of your show money, your streams, they can own your masters, they can have a part of your publishing. It's all kind of ways that that as an artist you can win, but there's all kind of ways as an artist you can lose if you do not, if you don't know, exactly what you're signing up for. You got to know that if the label puts up, if they give you $1 million, they got to make that million back. They give you 50,000, they got to
Right.
make that back.
That
You know
50,
what
yeah.
I'm saying? And so many artists get tricked because you know if you came from nothing and you ain't never seen $1 million before, and somebody
Hmm.
say, "Hey, we're gonna give you $1 million to do something that you love to do," most people 9 times out of 10 gonna take it because they're not gonna think about, well, dang, you know what I'm saying? They giving me this million, you know what I'm saying? But they gotta make their million back. They gotta get their money back somehow. People don't
Right.
really think about it. They just, well, I'm just gonna sign, and because when you sign a deal, you pretty much signing your life away if you don't know
Hmm.
what you're doing.
Right. Because it's
Now,
just like I
the
have.
independent, all right, go ahead.
It's just like because I had watched. It was something I watched a while back. I think it might have been on YouTube. I'm not for sure. How artists would like sign to a label, and once they sign, then they take their money, and just go all out with it, not knowing that
Right,
you have to. That money is going towards like recording, and everything else. But once they blow all that money away, then they broke. Trying to figure out, well, how I'm gonna make this money back. So yeah,
right,
what you said there's true. You know what I'm saying? Because you got artists they don't think like that. They see money, like they see that kind of money and just go crazy with it.
right. And to be honest, most of these artists ain't really balling like they say
Right.
because to be because these days you got to be like really, you got to really be like doing shows. Shows is where the money is. You got to
Yep.
continuously be on the road. You got to continuously be moving.
Hmm.
Now you can make money from streaming, but you're not gonna make as much money as you would have made like say in like the early 2000s, the 90s,
Right.
dealing with just acting, you know what I'm saying? Because streams, you know, you have to get so many streams to make so you know what I'm saying to make so much
Uh-huh.
money. So it's a
Yep.
few artists that it's a few artists, you know what I'm saying, like at the top of the game, just you know what I'm saying, that's really killing it with streams. But at the same time, a lot of those artists making like 100,000 to like maybe two 250,000 with shows. You know what I'm saying? They up there in the $100,000 range doing shows. They can do 2 shows in a month and be set, you know what I'm saying, for a minute. They
Yep.
making money on top of money. And they, you know what I'm saying, like the Drakes or the Futures and you know what I'm saying, the people up there that's making 100K a show. Now if you're not
Yep.
making 100K a show, 200K, you know what I'm saying, on up, then you know, you gonna have to continuously be on the road. You're gonna have to continuously, do certain stuff. Most of these artists that y'all see that flashing money, that's throwing hundreds and stuff. Most of that money is fake. Most of it's prop money. A lot of these artists don't really have money like that. They just portray their
Right.
image, you know what I'm saying, to sell because it's at the end of the day, this all entertainment. It's not like that's pretty much it is. It's entertainment. You selling yourself, you selling sex, or you selling,
Mm.
a certain lifestyle, a certain way now to make money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's entertainment. It's an industry at the end of
Cause
the day. So you make in the business of making money, in a way you see fit, and with social media and with things like that. You know what I'm saying? And what? And I gotta ask you this too. You know what I'm saying? What you feel about like with what certain artists doing certain crazy just wild things in order to stay relevant or to make money or just to keep their name pop. Like, do you ever do? Would you ever see yourself doing some of this stuff to keep your name
no,
hot? Like,
I feel like, to be honest, doing stuff like that, it says a lot about a person. Where
right,
they gotta, for an example, who can I pretty much point out? Uh, it's a lot of them, bro. I can't really pick one. It's a lot of them that they gotta pull a publicity stunt in order to let people know that they got an album coming out, or you know what I'm saying. It just I can't portray myself doing it.
right.
I can't
I
picture
mean, I
myself
feel
doing
you,
that
bro.
like
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you know what I'm saying. You want yours to be pure and to be organic.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. Cause it's too much fake stuff going on these days, and I'm like, oh man, it like stuff that people do for attention. Like I just can't see myself doing it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
matter of fact, this was who I was finna point out. 50 Cent, even though he one of my favorite rappers, but he just a marketing genius, you know, when it comes to promotion. So
Right.
it's like he got to pull some kind of crazy move in order to let people know what he got coming out. You know what I'm saying? And he always have had that in him. So he like one of the first artists that comes to mind when it comes to attention seeking. So
Right. Now, so we speaking on rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like, we lost a lot of artists last year, you know what I'm saying, due to violence and um, like, we lost Mo 3, we lost Pop
yeah,
Smoke,
yeah.
we lost a lot of artists last year now. Um, do you feel like being an artist, you feel like that it's dangerous to be an artist these days, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like being an artist is one of the it's like one of the roughest things, like one of the most roughest things to be right now, like being an artist with dealing with, with what's going on, with all the deaths, with the artists.
Who I had this conversation with about the same thing we talking about. Um, I ain't gonna lie, being an artist is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It just sometimes you just gotta watch your circle. You gotta watch your surroundings wherever you be. So it's just from that, like when Mo 3 died, you know, he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I mean?
Right,
Things could have things could have been different if he wasn't in that one particular area.
right,
It's just like, you know, with the whole King Von situation. I feel like
right.
that could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? So it's like being an artist, man. You just like a target. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you be, it's always somebody watching your every move. You know what I'm saying? Because you may be out somewhere and you don't really know what's going on, and boom, there go your life right there.
Right.
And sometimes you just gotta watch who you friends with, because people may say that your friends, but they can be the main ones to set you up to lose your life. So it most definitely being an artist now is dangerous. So it's just I try to stay out the way as much possible and watch who I be around, because everybody ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? They making they may
Right.
talk a lot of real stuff around you and this and that or whatever, but at the same time, you don't know what a person got on their mind. Like they may
You
be
exactly
all
right, bro.
they may be all cool in your face, but look around, they either put somebody up to kill you, or it just like I said, it's just too much, going on nowadays that you don't know who to trust.
Right, right. That's some real shit, man. Yeah, man, we done went over a lot of shit. We done covered a lot of shit in this interview. You know what I'm saying? Some
Oh yeah,
real shit. You know what I'm saying? That some people can digest. You know what I'm saying? That can take in. Um,
right, right. Cause it's just like with
it's
me.
always
Cause with me,
you go ahead, bro.
it's like with me. I listen to a lot of like older rappers, who've been there and done that, and the one person who I could just listen to talk all day long is E40. To me, I really didn't listen to a lot of his music when I was younger, but now that I'm older, I'm starting to listen to a lot of his older material and then just watching the interviews, from him being from the
right,
Bay Area and then being independent, you know what I'm saying? Because the Bay Area is like
right,
really well known when it comes to independence. So it's like I could just listen to an older head talk all day long. And it ain't gotta be just music related. It can be life related, you know what I'm saying? Because they was once in our age range, a lot of stuff that, they didn't, how can I put this? Just like they was, in our age range or whatever, a lot of stuff that they wasn't taught, but now that they're older and they see younger people like us, they try to, encourage us to do better. So, you know,
right,
it's best to just listen at somebody who experienced that young adult life to, where
right,
it can, the stuff that they saying can take you places as you, get older. That way you can spread it to others. So it's just like now I can listen to an older head talk all day long, about life
right,
because you learn so much just by listening.
right. And 100, bro. Before we get out of this thing, like, is there anything you want to tell the folks?
Well, like I said, the album is coming next Friday. Um, man,
And
just I
what's the
just
name
want to
of the
give
album
us
again?
live from the coast.
Right from the coast.
Yeah, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody here in Meridian. You know what I'm saying? That's doing their thing and living their life. Much love to everybody. Here in Meridian and
For sure.
Mississippi. Period.
That's what it is, man. It's always a pleasure, you know what I'm saying, to interview you, bro. We done did a lot of interviews together, you know what I'm saying. We got a lot more in the
Oh
future.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Um, y'all been on with my boy Tre-G. He got a lot of, you know what I'm saying, hot music. He got a lot of music already out. You know what I'm saying? You can go to his YouTube, you can go to Spotify, you know what I'm saying, iTunes, and type in Tre-G, all his music, you know what I'm saying, all his music will pop up. He got albums out, you know what I'm saying, he got mixtapes out, he got, you know what I'm saying, if you're a fan of, you know what I'm saying, of that authentic hip hop, you know what I'm saying, that West Coast sound, if you're, you know what I'm saying, a fan of that type of style, you know what I'm saying, he got what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? He got
Oh
that
yeah.
real, you know what I'm saying, authentic hip hop, you know what I'm saying? If that's what I'm saying, that's what you rocking with, you know what I'm saying? Once again, bro, let them know exactly, let them know all the platforms that you got music on and let them know exactly how they connect, you know what I'm saying, how they can connect with you once again.
Like I said, all my stuff is like iTunes, Apple. Then I got stuff on Dat Piff, Audio Max. So yeah, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. And like I said, if you looking to contact me about doing some music together, like I said, I'm gonna add my name, my Facebook name, and my other social media. My name on my for the other social media sites into the comments. So that way, we can like network and let's go from there.
For sure.
So
That's your boy
yeah,
HB. You know what I'm saying? With my boy Trey G, you already know that we locked in. You know what I'm saying? Going all the way up. Mississippi going all the way up. Mississippi got something to say. You know what I'm
oh
saying?
yeah, oh
And my
yeah,
boy, holla at your boy Trey G for all features. You know what I'm saying? You trying to collab. You know what I'm saying? You might need some mixing and mastering. You know what I'm saying? He got that available too if you need that.
oh yeah,
Um,
yeah, like
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like he said, he doing the features for the free right now. So, get with him before he start charging, before, you know what I'm saying, before he start, requiring money for his craft. You know what I'm saying? Right now he's showing
right,
love. Right now he throwing, you know what I'm saying? He doing it for the free. But
yeah,
eventually he gonna start charging. So y'all get at him, you know what I'm saying? Show my boy some love, you know what I'm saying? He got a lot of hot shit. He let y'all know exactly where y'all can find him at, all his
oh yeah,
music at, you know what I'm saying? And this your boy B. Mississippi got something to say, man. We finna sign out this thing. Salute to everybody that
peace,
tuned in too. Salute
peace,
to everybody that tuned in. Connect with my boy Tre-G on all his social sites. You know what I'm saying? And if you need an interview, hit your boy up, inbox me, and we can get something set up. Man, it's your boy HB. Salute to my boy Tre-G. You already know what it is. Mississippi got something to say. We out this time.
already.